And that's the first thing they will hear because we are recording.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys remember what happened last time, shit blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
Cal
about all I
hit.
have to say.
Attempted
Cal hit
assassination.
Romero, and yeah.
Ironically,
successful assassination.
attempted assassination after a successful assassination.
Well, hopefully.
As far as we know, we pulled it off.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Oh no, background music.
Yes, I was just about to type that.
Perfect.
Yay, the classic.
It ain't broke, don't fix it. I believe we left off with you guys resting for the evening, unless I'm purely mistaken.
No,
That sounds right to me.
I don't remember where we were resting. Were we back in the tavern or in the safe house?
We were not
Safe
in the
house.
tavern.
Yeah, the tavern is gone.
Yeah, tavern's
Well, not gone. It's burnt a
Yeah,
little bit,
It's
and
partially
Oh,
uninhabited.
right. That's right.
Fuck.
That's where the explosion happened.
Yeah. I believe you guys stayed in the safe house, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I remember what happened. That's right.
Yeah, if you guys, most of that tavern is still intact. It's just a hole in the wall. And as far as you know, everyone is dead.
Not gonna go to find out. Cal's definitely not.
Nope.
Ugh.
See, actually, we left off where you guys were kind of deciding what you were gonna do with Omri, and under the accompaniment of Nomad, we're gonna go find Winston.
Actually,
Yeah.
I believe they had just dimension doored out of the room.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
Fairly
Yeah.
certain
That's
that
why I
happened.
thought. That's why I thought we were at the safe house because I remember them mention dooring out
Yeah,
of
we
the
were
safe
at the safe
house.
house.
Yeah,
Okay.
came back to me a little bit at a time there.
Yeah, and Svorik was heading to go speak with class people about what the fuck is going on with these people.
Yes,
Yep.
that's right.
And what are the rest of you planning on doing? Because I'm not gonna start with Omri and Nomad.
Sleeping in the rafters.
Suppose we don't really have anything to do.
I just got exploded.
Shut up, Joe.
Did I say anything?
Yes.
No. I typed
Yes.
something completely different.
Okay. So we will start then with Spork.
All right, I'm heading to the Wayward Pony, which is a popular inn owned entirely by class agents.
Yes, it is. And you head there. Obviously, no problems at all. For you, and you go inside. What information are you trying to gather?
Well, I'm trying to get in contact with Spiraling Fetch, who is the Spiraling of Secrets in Western. I know that the what did I say it was? The Wandering Pony? Wayward Pony. There we go.
Yep.
The Wayward Pony, with inside, usually out in the open, is spiraling Olin, who is a dwarf woman and the spiraling of blades, she doesn't really give a shit about secrecy, so that's why she just hangs out right in the front of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping to speak to her about getting in contact with Fetch, who, by the way, is a halfling.
Makes sense. Yeah, given your position with the clasp, obviously you're not a leader, but you're renowned enough.
I'm a specialist.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy enough for you to get something set up with Firling Fetch.
Cool.
The halfling.
Yes. If you like, I can read you a description of what he looks like.
That's fine.
Okay.
His appearance isn't all that important right now.
Well, he's apparently supposed to be very cunning and manipulative. It says that in his little bio here.
Gotcha. I think I do remember hearing that. But yeah, easy enough. It would be not for a few hours.
All right. Would it be back here at the Wayward Pony, or would it be in a different location?
It would be here.
Okay. I guess I'll just hang out then.
Okay.
I mean, what's safer place than the hive of scum and villainy that is the Wayward Pony?
When do we
Pretty
get to
much.
Mos Eisley?
What?
Nothing.
I got it, Joe.
Glad somebody did.
I didn't even hear it. It
I
got
said,
chopped.
when did we get to Mos Eisley?
Oh. Huh. I don't get it.
Of course
It's
not.
from Star Wars, Josh.
That's why. Okay, I see.
Josh is more of a fantasy nerd than a sci-fi nerd.
Yep.
Listen, he
Not
doesn't
my
even
fault.
know what the Adam. He's never watched the Adams before, so you know what? I'm not surprised by anything anymore.
Give it time. We will find a way to surprise you. Anyway,
I feel so
I'm sorry.
attacked. Okay, yeah, so you wait for a couple of hours. Cows asleep in the rafters. What are the rest of you doing?
Last I remember was just there and he'll be okay. Just hanging out.
Yeah. No.
Reminding Theron that it'll be okay. And resting.
Every little thing is gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have no idea what the fuck to do here.
Just chilling out in the safe house, being safe.
Yeah.
Safe? What? Quote unquote.
Safely safe. Yep.
You know, as long as they don't touch anything.
I'm not Omri. I don't go poking at the weird things and pressing buttons and shit, man.
It's a bomb factory.
let it be
You know.
noted that I didn't say it this
Bombs.
time.
Yeah, easy enough. Obviously, not doing anything. So, as long as Tori's actually here.
I'm in my car. I'm driving home. I'm sorry.
Okay. Perfect.
So yeah, not quite yet.
Not quite.
Could hear the panic of, oh my god! We're saying that.
I also heard that Omri comment. I hate you.
Aw.
I didn't say anything bad.
So yeah, people drank too much, and I had to give them a ride home because I didn't want them to drive. So I will be home in like 10 to 15 minutes.
That's fine. Just focus on driving. Don't worry about us.
Man, why can't Omri be that altruistic?
Oh, dude.
Go frick yourself, sir!
We're recording. Remember this, people.
We have fun here.
Anyway.
All right.
Well, in that case, Sfork, after a couple hours of waiting,
Yeah.
Spiraling Fetch summons you to a back office room.
Cool.
I was just kind of hoping it was the gate spell.
Summons me with a gate.
Yeah, it's a nice level spell
Jesus.
to summon somebody who just as easily reach for a note. Or just a sending or message spell.
That's a power play right there.
Right.
I just need to know how much furniture is there in this room? Is there like just a couch and a desk, or like?
I am at a bar.
And Omri isn't there.
I know, I was making a joke. It's fine.
Oh, okay. We don't do jokes around here. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
We live in a post-joke world.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sounded like you said a post-Joe world. I was like, damn, what'd Joe do?
Apparently too damn much.
Going great. It's fine.
It's fun.
Yeah,
Sounds
so I
wonderful.
go to meet Fetch.
Yeah. Good call. You do so. You are allowed into the back room, and Fetch is waiting for you, just sitting there with like fingertips together, just waiting.
It's just sitting there menacingly.
Yes.
Spiraling, thank you for seeing me on such short notice, but had a bit of a emergency.
What is your emergency?
Well, my friends and I were attacked. Our cart was set with an explosive, my friend, and taking a big chunk out of the inn we were staying at. I wanted to see if you knew of anyone who entered the city recently with a large amount of ordnance. They didn't seem to be myriad.
Nobody has entered the city, at least recently, with that kind of destructive capability, from what I've heard. It has been at least gathered from different warehouses. So it was most likely contained within the city for quite a while.
Huh. So these people were already in the city. That's surprising, seeing how we've also been in the city for quite some time, and they didn't wait. They waited until now to attack us.
They don't really belong to a group of people. More free agents working for free agents and mercenaries. Working for a person of interest from Whitestone.
Whitestone.
His lackeys have come to us trying to offer us some of their antiques and other items of interest.
Interesting.
Not really something that we care about.
Do you know of these mercenaries, how many there are, and possibly where they're holed up in?
I believe there was only a small amount that were hired on, most of which were to protect some of the goods as they moved throughout the city. Our estimations were between anywhere from 30 to 80. Most of the time they wear masks, so it's hard to identify an exact amount. As far as where they're holed up, we aren't entirely sure. It seems as if they're just citizens of the city that just kind of go about their daily lives until they're needed.
Yeah, I guess if there's that many, then there wouldn't really be one place for them to be in, would there?
It would make it easy to kind of spread the problem, store some
Yeah.
with one person and keep it low key and move it between houses. Whoever this guy is that they're working for is definitely thought it out.
Sounds like it. Do you know the locations of some of their warehouses that they would be keeping these explosives in?
We know of one of them. Actually kept near the border of the residential district in the north.
All right.
The small warehouse. I'm not sure how much they would actually keep in there. We've seen a few people going in and out of it that were at least suspicious enough, and definitely weren't us or the Myriad.
Well, this is some very useful information. Is there anything I can do for you at the moment?
Not at the moment. Not really needing any sort of traps. Your companions don't really have use for us either.
All right. Then I suppose I owe you one.
Actually, there is one thing. We've heard rumors of an individual that seems to just appear almost as if out of thin air. That would make at least a valuable ally for us, if not another member. My understanding is you have a way of contacting him.
Your spies go far. I do have a way of contacting him. However, the one you speak of already works for another. However, this other might be willing to work with us. It's a partnership or an alliance.
Well, that's good. That is better than we could have hoped for.
Is there a message you would like me to carry on to this other?
Not any particular message. However, any allegiance or deal that could be struck that's mutually beneficial would be nice.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Fantastic. You are free to go.
Good day, Spiraling Fetch. And with that, I leave.
All right. And as you leave, you hear some quiet speech behind the closed door. Nothing that you're able to make out.
Okay. I'm just going to assume he was messaging someone else and we'll just keep going.
Mm-hmm. This is a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'd head back to the safe house.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. You don't notice anything on your way back.
Wow. That's a low roll.
Yes, it is. It's a whole whopping 7. Guess while we wait for Tori to reconnect, do you guys in the safe house come up with anything you want to do yet?
So, Pat,
I'm at like 58 out of 59 after dumping 2 cure wounds into myself.
Just sitting there. Oh, it hurts.
It's just
Cal's
like, ow,
just resting in the rafters.
everything hurts.
Why are you casting spells? Why are you out of hit die or something? It's been hours. You could have taken a short rest.
And I figured we were taking a long rest.
Just in case. At this point, I'm just going to assume at any point I could just be killed in my sleep.
Probably an accurate assumption.
Good assumption.
I don't really have anything to do because don't really think there's a lot around here to do.
yeah, we don't have much to do, but we can like talk and figure out what we're doing. Safe. To avoid.
So you guys have time before Tori comes back, so.
Hmm. Yeah,
So,
Garrus will
when we
probably
could talk to
just be.
somebody.
Garrus will probably just be recovering. Just be like, why did you have to be alive with someone with such vast resources?
It's not my fault. It was a job.
clearly said job has made him hold a grudge for a while.
As far as I knew, he didn't know I was alive, so... And it's possible that he still doesn't.
Oh, fuck, I just read... You know that time we spent at the Hall of Justice?
What? Which one?
The one time with the cuffs and the captain of the guard? There may be a leak in their Hall of Justice.
Oh. So let me think. How did we wind up in handcuffs?
Yeah, I'm aware I fucked up. You don't need to remind me.
Now you know what it's like when people blame me for shit that I wasn't aware of and that I didn't do.
Alrighty. Well then.
What was that?
Alrighty. Well then.
To be fair, at least I didn't get us blown up.
Technically, that could have been because we blew up the shipment too, so...
Yeah.
In fact, that's
That
the
could
main
also
reason I
be.
think we got blown up.
Yeah.
Just so happens to be the same guy as tied to my past, so...
Probably. Who knows? It could not just be Nero and just some, random guy who just so happens to be transporting some very combustible materials during a parade.
Trust me, if it's combustible materials that's being transferred from place to place, Nero is somehow more than likely involved. He's got his hand in everything.
Alright.
Saying that aloud now, we now realize that wherever we go, we are not safe. I thought the chance of death was lower than this.
No.
I don't know what about us, like, death doesn't hear. Yeah, as much as I love her. Things explode a lot around us.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. A lot of things explode while we're around.
Yep.
This is becoming a recurring theme, I'm gonna be honest. Although, the second explosion was willful and, of our own accord. The first and the third were Omri and now this.
Alrighty, well, Cal,
Yes?
where was it that Turst is a big no-no, for sure. Where else is probably not? Obviously everywhere, but more so elsewhere.
Well, last I heard, Nero was based in Whitestone. That's where he was able to learn most of his stuff, and that's where I worked with him at, so... Whitestone, for me, is probably really bad, and Turst, probably not the best idea. So, and basically, the closer we get to Whitestone, the worse off we are.
Mm-hmm. Basically, the area near Whitestone is a big, no-go zone.
And apparently this city is starting to become a no-go zone as well.
At least in this city, we have a degree of anonymity.
Maybe.
So far, we've managed to lay low quite well until recently.
Oh, close. White run. Okay. Where can we go then? Obviously, we need to get out of town.
There's always the next city over.
Remember somebody mentioned something about a mom.
Yeah.
Our
It might not be
good
a bad
old,
idea, but that's, from what I hear, a good distance away.
Hmm.
from what I know, William, our sharp but dull friend, is mentioned something about work there. He has potential employment.
That's an idea at the very least.
Considering our current predicament, I'm assuming it's of less than legal means.
Of course it is.
Any opinion, Theron, on the current state of affairs?
Probably be the best course of action, yeah.
I know you're not all keen on the whole illegal work thing.
One thing that kind of bothers me is didn't Nefario and been nice so far. Ever.
Christopher or anybody else?
Yeah, she was cutting up pretty bad for me.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got like maybe 6 words out of that.
Yeah.
At least I did.
Jesus.
I was thinking it
Yeah,
was my
I
bad.
think I know what you were trying to say. It's just
I didn't.
I
Here,
actually
hold
heard
on.
everything she said.
Well, what the hell? Must
Shit,
just be
what?
certain people's nets.
that's weird.
Maybe me going to my computer might help.
Maybe.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. I can't hear any. Hold on. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Please stand by.
Yeah. Be a game unless one of us has issues.
Yeah. It ain't a stream unless one of us is having some sort of fuckery going on.
Oh, good thing we're not streaming.
Yeah, no, yeah. Fair enough.
Alright, is this better though?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
can
can
cool.
actually make out what you're saying.
Awesome. Yeah, my phone's been having issues with the Wi-Fi lately, so I think it was just my phone.
Might have been.
Okay. So all I said was Afaro wanted to talk to us, didn't he? And he's been nice so far, but I kind of don't really want to get on his bad side. Ever.
I agree. I agree. Pissing off the necromancer would not be a good idea.
Well, We don't exactly know what he wants. We don't know if it's time sensitive or not, and if he's an ally to us, I don't think he'd want us risking our lives to come see him. But I've never met this individual, so I honestly can't say either way.
If he's as powerful as you guys allude to, why not just send a message? Why not just, send like a crow or something?
Undead
with,
killers
like,
are the message, basically.
It
Yeah,
still unnerves
Yeah.
me that he has apparently used two of your companions for his own ends.
Yeah.
just saying, send one of these undead assistants he has, and just with a piece of parchment, like, here.
This. We'll keep an eye out for the birds. See if we find Edgar, and we'll give him a letter. Ask him about what's going on. How about?
It's not a bad idea. I mean, there is a reason carrier pigeon is used.
Seems like the best course of action we could take.
I'll send a message to Fario. All this. Stay the hell away from all of this. Does it sound hard at all?
No?
I mean, could always go to the next country over.
Cal, how wealthy is this individual? Do you even know?
Not sure. If he's got 50 or so associates working for him by now, he's definitely doing good. Didn't
And,
have that many when I worked for him.
And the time and money to have somebody rig an explosive and then wait for us.
Well, granted, he does have most of the supplies to be able to make that rather easily.
Mhm.
So,
True. Very true.
Hmm.
All right. I'm assuming Tori's actually here now.
Hi.
Okay.
Hey.
So we can-
Sorry.
I was like, I'll just let this keep going and I won't say anything and I will crack open my beer now. There we go.
Drinking once you're home, the smart decision.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I had like one tiny itty bitty beer glass like when we were at the restaurant and I was like, okay, I'll drink more when I get home.
Probably for the best. Anyways,
So
do we now
we
want to
will-
cut to...
Yep, we will cut to Omri with
Yeah,
the
Nomad.
accompaniment of Nomad as they
Oh, yeah, that's right.
travel to the Margrave's Keep in search of Winston. And my photo's asleep, so 1 second.
I was gonna say, does Nomad talk to me on the way?
As soon as Foot wakes up.
Only in cryptic riddles and half answers,
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
as is the Josh way.
Okay. Yes, he does talk to you.
Okay.
He gives you a few moments of silence as you are walking toward the keep before he eventually speaks up. It's just like, did we accomplish what you were hoping to accomplish in that arena?
I mean, I'm not exactly sure 100% what I was sent there to accomplish, but I think I did what we were supposed to do, or at least what I was told to do. I guess I won't really know until I talk to our friend again.
I see your quest was not fully revealed to you then.
No, it was more like life lessons. I guess. Maybe an attitude adjustment. I'm not quite sure.
Well, life
Maybe a bit of
lessons
both.
are important as they develop and mold one's character.
Meow. Yeah, well. Had enough life lessons for one life.
I don't believe that's how that works.
Nope, but I'm sticking with it.
I see. And where are we headed to now?
Back to the estate first. See if Winston's back. Why did you come along, by the way?
I needed to get out of that place.
And you thought coming with me was gonna be more relaxing?
Well, it's definitely more fun than sitting and playing 20 questions. And at least this way I get to stretch my legs.
And you had to do that with me?
You were the only one leaving to do something that I could help in.
Not really sure how much you're gonna help, but sure.
Well, if people are attacking you, I can defend you.
I mean, ish. If anyone's gonna be attacking me, then I probably punch someone first, so just bear that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind. And he just kind of doesn't say anything unless you ask him anything.
She's almost like put off by him being like here. She's just kind of like, I don't know what to do. No one volunteers to hang out with me. I'm confused.
Usually they volunteer to get away.
Like, she just like can't think of questions now. Where normally it's just come so easy. Now she's just like put off. She's like, I don't know.
No. Now she's just confused.
This isn't normally how this works. What the fuck, sort of thing.
Yeah, basically, she's just like, okay. Just
Normally
kinda
I'm
keeps
getting in
quiet.
somebody else's face.
Sure, you guys. You're headed to the estate first, you said?
Yeah.
Sure. You walk for a little while and eventually end up at Winston's estate.
Gonna walk right back to the gate that we were at last time.
Okay. To the main gate.
Yeah.
Okay. You do so.
The outside, because like you said, there are like the outside gates and then like the inside gate, right?
Oh, you are going to the Margrave's Keep. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason you said you were going to Winston's estate.
Oh, I'm out of my mind. Sorry, I keep thinking that I assume that they're one in the stadium now.
Well,
I know, but they're not. But in my head, I was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're going there. That's where he lives now, right? But yeah, no. We're starting with the Margrave.
Margrave's Keep. Okay. So you don't walk for nearly that long then. You walk
Yeah.
for half an hour. And arrive at the Margrave's Keep, and yes, you can go in through the courtyard. They allow that one is open. and then you are stopped at the central gate.
Is it the same stupid little guard?
Probably not little.
No, by this time it would have rotated out. So you find a few different guards there. The one that's in charge seems to be a woman.
Oh no. Hello.
Hello, dearie.
Aubrey is uncomfortable.
Hi. Is the Margrave home?
I'm sorry, there is no current Margrave.
Okay, sorry. Interim Margrave home?
Do you have a name?
Winston?
Winston,
Deskweiler?
of course. Winston doesn't actually live here.
Well, I know, but is he here?
He is here, yes.
Oh. I need to speak with him.
For what reasons?
Personal and private reasons.
Sorry, who are you?
Oliver's just like, I don't know how to respond to this.
I don't like labels, you know? They're just... So I guess, I don't know, I guess I have to label it as something... significant other... We've seen each other naked... do you need more details?
A name would be nice.
Oh, yeah, Omri.
Oh, okay.
She went in right with the juicy details when all of it was asking for was a name. If that isn't peak Omri.
That does clear things up. Yes, he has been expecting you.
Oh, thank you.
Omri just sort of like sighs and it's just like, of course.
It's just like
My
that.
life. Alright, can I go in then?
Yes. And she steps aside and the gate just kind of opens up.
Yes, but no.
Wait. Oh, creepy. Alright, thanks.
Almost as if on cue.
Yeah, almost.
Almost as if by magic.
Do 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 do.
And the
Go
two of you go inside.
Well, no, man,
are-
you appear to be a lucky charm, so you get to stay around.
Good, that's all I've ever wanted.
To be a lucky charm?
Stay around.
What? Why don't... Okay. Just keeps talking.
Have to get to the-
Like, I don't know what to answer. She's like, I don't know what questions to ask. I'm confused.
That sounded awfully sad.
I know.
Right?
It sounded like a puppy who keeps being abandoned.
Omri, you seem misled. I'm sure you've heard of the Vinacrum be there or be square. In this case, it's better to be around.
Damn it.
God,
And you ruined it.
Could have had a nice
I've
thing
never
here.
heard that. What is... How does one be square? What does
True
that even mean?
polymorph spell.
Yeah, and do a
The
podcast.
sass is real.
But why would you want to be a square? Like,
You don't.
Of
That's why
all
you
the
want to be
shapes.
there.
be where?
Around.
But where's around?
Everywhere.
But how can you be there if it's everywhere?
Because otherwise you're square.
But then again, why would you want to be at... You know what?
I believe he's speaking the language of fucking with you.
I just don't understand why they would pick square. There are so many better shapes.
Well, it also rhymes. You're not gonna say be there or be parallelogram.
But I mean, the parallelogram is a way better shape.
Well, yeah, that's why you would want to be that shape.
Be there or be cylinder.
Oh my god.
What's that? Flame strike.
Okay.
No, my pigeon!
I think I'll show my brother this episode instead.
Absolutely.
Okay.
How much bigger is this Margrave keep compared to like Winston's estate?
Well, it's been about 3 minutes and you're still walking to the door.
Jesus. Alright. Okay.
Actually, that's just unnecessary.
Jeez, Nomad,
It
do
is.
we need to jog? Like, shit.
Only if you're in a hurry.
I mean, I kind of am, but don't tell anyone that.
I mean, I can leave if you're in a hurry to,
That's. She just like looks at him. She gives him like the weird look, like just like where she kind of like narrows her eyes, and it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just like, that's really not why I'm here. But I'll let you know if you need to go.
I wasn't sure. It seemed important that the guard knew.
Well, I don't know. I just kind of start. I just sort of like word vomit my way through scenarios until something kind of either makes people uncomfortable or just makes them very annoyed, and they let me in places that, or then I just start punching them. But that hasn't really worked out too well so far in the city. So
Right.
But that isn't the reason why I'm here.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. We can walk at a brisker pace or
It's just so
jog.
far. How much farther are we?
Well, we're right here.
Oh, never mind.
As you get to the door.
They're having that conversation just.
Orbit doesn't knock, just walks right in.
Okay. Yeah, you guys walk in, and you are greeted by Jeeves.
Jeeves! I see that you also moved
I've been promoted.
to
Butler.
Jeeveser. Oh,
Butler.
Butler of the keep.
does your name... Wait, does that mean we'd have to call you Butler now? Or do we
No,
also
my name is still
Jeeves?
Jeeves. Please call me Jeeves.
Oh. Jeeves 2.0?
No, before I was Butler, but now I'm Butler.
With like a capital B?
Yes, there's more authority to it.
Oh,
He's the city's butler.
okay. Makes
In
sense.
truth, they don't pay me anymore. They don't pay me at all. They don't pay me anymore.
Anymore.
I mean, I feel like you could kind of pay yourself whatever you want by just, taking things. Since
Well, I
you're
get to live in the
always
biggest
everywhere.
house in the city.
That's fair.
Like, really? He gets to live?
By the
I-
way, Jeeves, I don't know if you've done any scouting of the place yet, but if you could point me in the direction of the wine cellar later, or hit me up, that'd be great.
I'm afraid that the wine cellar is currently empty.
God damn it.
I'm surprised
What's the point of being a Margrave if you don't even keep wine? Like, obviously the last Margrave... Wow,
But Winston
problematic.
is just here on business. He's not the Margrave yet. I'm just here as...
I don't mean Winston being the Margrave, I just mean even, like, the old Margrave. Like, who doesn't keep wine in their cellar? Like, that's just... Why even own a house?
The wine that was here was on transit before it was intercepted by a group of thugs.
Oh.
Somebody stole the wine?
I'm afraid so.
Try to get
What
him
do you think about it,
motivated.
Jeeves?
Away.
The only thing that I've overheard Master Winston talking about is that they were wearing masks.
Anything about the masks? Anything?
No, they were just generic masks. Some of them looked like anywhere from small halfling people to big giant Goliaths, and
All right.
There were
She
two
gives
that
him a
looked
tap
the
on the.
same, but you could tell they were different slightly.
One was
Were any
6
of them?
inches taller than the other.
She's like, wait. Were any of them square?
No. Wait.
All right.
People aren't square.
No.
Ray. I thought you knew this.
Good to know.
We
All right. Gives him a
Didn't
tap on
have
the
any
shoulder.
word of people wearing squares on their faces.
Sure. Winston, direction, point it.
Up.
Up. How many up? I feel like there's a lot of
Oh,
up
I
to this
will-
place.
I will take you right there.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
And he walks you up 3 stories.
It's just
How
all
many more
stairs.
stories are there?
Well, several stories if you want to read them in the library.
Fucking goddamn it, Josh.
Sass is real.
I don't know if that was Jeeves or if that was Josh.
That was totally just
Both.
me.
yeah, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was both.
No, there is only 4 stories.
Okay.
So he leads you up to the highest one. And knocks on the door and then walks away.
Bye, Jeeves. Congratulations on your promotion.
He gives you a slight bow and descends back down the stairs.
Under his
Oh,
breath.
I
he
always
just-
liked that guy.
If one could bow sarcastically, he would.
Under his breath, he's just plotting against you.
And the door opens and you see Winston standing there. Oh,
He gives him a hug.
he like looks shocked, but hugs you back.
Affection? What?
Question mark? All of a sudden she's like, oh, let's go. She's like, glad you're okay.
Oh, that's adorable. She does
Seems
have a
you were
heart.
concerned.
Of course not. I
Now
have no
I'm
idea what you're
concerned
talking
that
about.
you were concerned. Were you
Well, you were
worried
near
about me?
You were near a bomb, okay?
Yes, but I knew the bomb was there. That's the difference
you-
between the Margrave and I.
Still, you told us that, anyways, you're fine. I take it all back.
You have a weird way of showing affection.
You're weird.
I'm all for it, but I just want you to know. It's kind of weird sometimes.
You're kind of weird sometimes. Very mature. Very mature, this one.
Who is this one?
Oh. Pointy-eared nomad. Winston.
Please tell me that's not his full name.
No, I just...
Oh, I just kind of goes, no, it's I'll be over here.
Wait, she's like, when did it...
This is clearly a private. I'll be over.
He just kind of hangs out by the stairs. He's only 10 feet away, but he's...
He's still away.
Yeah.
Just close enough to hear any juicy things if they happen.
He's the butler, after all. He's a central figure of gossip.
No, that's
No,
Nomad.
that's Nomad.
Not Jeeves.
No, Jeeves is gone.
Jeeves is
No.
listening through the walls.
Now he's listening through magical devices.
Oh, he's got like 40 perception.
Anyways. Not relevant.
So, I was actually let in this time. Thanks for that. I might have mildly traumatized your guard, but...
Wait, what do you mean this time?
Oh. I was here before. They didn't let me in.
Did you give them your name?
I think they...
Fe-
Fuck, I can't remember.
No, we did not.
No, I think I did.
No, we didn't.
I'd have to go back and listen, but I think I did.
I will check.
Go check. I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did. But yeah, your guard was a dick.
It happens sometimes. Just doing his job. His job, right? That's not the female.
Yeah, it was a male.
Well, he's asking
Yeah.
Omri.
Oh, yeah, no, it was a guy. He was complete idiot. It was both
No.
this close, and she has her fingers very close together, like this close to bunching him.
Sure that would have went well.
I'm sure.
Anyway. How
Do we
can
get
I
to
help
come
you?
in, or are we just gonna stand in this doorway?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can come in. It's just a small, like, closet. Sure.
Why
And
are
he
you in a closet?
lets you in.
Fuck.
It's not a closet. It's just a small.
Okay, I was like, why the fuck are you in a? Why are you in a closet? Like,
Yeah. You see that there is in this room a single desk, a rather large safe, and then a portrait of the city from basically like a watchtower style feeling. Not bird's eye. It's just like more looking down on it from an angle. It's a very
It's
nice painting.
As if somebody painted it from a very large hill.
Almost.
Or a very tall tower.
Could also be.
what's in the safe?
Nothing, actually. And you see the safe is cracked open.
Oh.
Not enough to
Well,
see into it, but
That's boring.
yeah, it was odd. We came in here a couple days ago. You know, a few days after what had happened, and came up here and found that the safe was empty. It's weird. I figured there would be something in there.
Same with the wine cellar. You know that's empty too. It's very disappointing.
Yes, we were trying to move the old Margrave's collection of wine out to make room for finer wines, and the cart was attacked by a group of thugs, from what we could tell.
Hello. I can't hear anything. Anyone?
Okay, I thought that was just
Oh,
me.
there we go. Yeah, you cut out after finer wines for me.
Oh, finer wines,
Oh.
yes. Actually, I think that's the last thing I said.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh no, yeah, make room for finer wine.
And
I feel like that's-
And did cut out on it this time, too.
I feel like that.
Oh,
that
we'll
was
make
We're
room for
on
never
fine.
getting past finer wines.
The cart was attacked by thugs.
Oh, that's
Hate
that.
that.
That's what
Mm.
Butler Jeeves told me. Capital B
Yeah.
Butler Jeeves.
Yes, butler.
Wow, I'm surprised somebody had the balls to actually attack a Margrave's cart.
It's because it wasn't the Margrave's cart.
Oh, well. Well, that explains it then.
If you remember correctly, the Margrave didn't have a cart, so we made him a cart.
Well, I mean, even just like, I figured you'd send it on like a city cart or something.
Oh, it was.
Oh, wow, okay. Then people have balls anyways.
I mean, anything that was as poorly guarded as that. Realistically, though, that wine was only worth about 2,000. It's fine.
Yeah, totally. Fine. Mm-hmm. No big deal. Not, yep. Just drop in the bucket.
Well, I mean, they only got away with 6 bottles.
Then where'd the rest go? Wait, 6 bottles was $2,000?
Of that wine, yeah.
You see like a really pained look come over Aubrey's face, like, but the what?
I'm sure it's gone now, wherever it went.
Disappointing. But yeah,
No, they don't
speaking
call
of
it dragon's blood for nothing.
yeah,
Wait,
speaking
what?
of money. Wait, dragon's blood wine? That's interesting. We'll get back to that. I have other things I was sent here for. First, I gotta do those things before I get sidetracked by the wine.
Okay.
There's the whole payment for things that happened.
Yes.
Are we gonna, get that?
Yeah. We do have it ready for you. It's in a chest.
How heavy is this chest, or how big is this chest? I guess both questions.
It's pretty big, but nothing that won't fit on the back of a carriage or something.
Yeah. About that, might need to borrow one. Ours sort of blew up.
You weren't supposed to turn your carriage into
No,
money.
not that time. After that time, ours blew up.
Oh, yours was part of the explosion.
Ah.
Heard about that.
Yes, was
Would have been kind of hard.
great time. Had a lot of fun. Some people nearly died. It was a blast. So yes, if I could borrow a cart. Haha.
Ouch.
funny. That'd be,
I
swell.
suppose as portion of the payment for helping, we can redecorate one of the city carriages and give that to you.
Did you know anything, by the way, about that? Our explosion?
The explosion you caused, or the explosion that...
No, not. I know everything to know about the explosion we caused. We're the ones who made it go boom. Well,
I'm just
I
double
guess
checking.
not. Okay, maybe we don't know everything about explosion because the explosion was way bigger than it was supposed to be. But we'll get back to that. Back to
Okay.
the other cart, our cart blowing up.
No, I just heard that there was an explosion. They were still waiting on details. We currently have new investigator checking it out.
What happened to the old investigator?
He's dead.
Wait,
Oh.
when did he die? What?
He kind of went kaboom.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Wrong place, wrong time.
yeah. What a shame.
Yeah. Sorry.
So,
Or he'll be missed.
I'm sure he will. You look real torn up about it.
It only pains me slightly.
So who's your new investigator then?
Well, actually, it is a guy,
It's a who's a what now?
a gentleman named William.
Do you want to let me know on the last name of this gentleman named William?
I believe it was Remington.
And we just starts rubbing her temples like, fuck this fucker, ate motherfucking piece of shit.
Yeah, nice, nice halfling guy.
Halfling.
Halfling.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah. Met him myself.
Was William a halfling? He wasn't, right? No.
No, he was not.
He was a human.
My William was human, yes.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, am I losing my mind? Okay, never mind that. I take back all the uttered fucks. Wrong
You
person.
seem confused and concerned.
Yeah, it's fine. I take it this one, you have more pull over?
I mean, it's just a guy off the streets.
They just pulled some random guy off the road and we're like, here, you're the city's investigator, go.
Well, no, he's very qualified.
I don't know, every other person I've met in like some form of office in this place has been very terrible at their job. Like the clerk at the Hall of Justice. Total asshole.
Well, he's a clerk. He's not. Wait, what?
Never mind, off track again. Interesting. Alright, so, yeah, borrow cart. Is it ready for me to take, like, today?
I mean, if you just want to borrow it, but I said we can redecorate it and give it to you.
Oh, yeah, I guess that'd be useful.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's in storage. Feel free to go back to my estate and take a couple of horses.
Oh, yeah, poor Tom.
Only gonna need one.
Any new information about the
About what? You're cutting out.
Yeah, it's where we cut out for me that time too.
Mm-hmm.
And the information about the, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Holy shit, Discord, please get a hold of yourself. I can't wait for Wednesday, guys. I get new internet and I'm so fucking hyped.
Yay!
I take it some of that might have got cut out.
Yes, like all of it.
Haha. Okay. Fuck, what'd I say?
Any new information about the?
Oh yeah, any new information about the main boom boom, the big boom boom, the boom boom that was booming bigger than it should have.
I mean, yes, there was unexpected circumstances that arose.
Uh-huh.
We were not expecting that big of an explosion, unless that was intended by you guys. But
No. Nope. At least not from what Sfork said.
to say it was preferred to keep it confined, but
That's how it was supposed to be.
it seemed that one way or another there was a something happened that triggered another explosion, which caused another explosion in one of the carriages behind.
Do you know what was in that carriage?
I have no idea. All we know is that it was a carriage that was unwend from one of the many wealthy individuals that was seemingly just wanting to lend a hand.
Insight check, I was sneezing.
Okay.
Never mind, I totally believe him.
Yep, seems to be telling the truth.
Yep, truer than true. Who was in that cart?
Well, that one was driven by also one of the lended hands from the and the investigator was in that one,
Huh.
as well as some of his I would say colleagues, but I don't think that they studied much. Well, I'd say friends.
And then who was in the other cart? That, not the Margrave cart, but the one in between those two?
Well, that was they were right next to each other.
Oh, because you said 3 carts went boom?
2 carts went boom.
Oh, okay. We don't say
happened.
exploded, it just went boom.
He tells you that something happened in the first cart that caused a bigger explosion than anticipated, caused the second cart to hit.
Oh, okay. Huh, that's interesting. And you have no idea why somebody would have wanted to kill the inspector?
Well, I
Investigator?
can think of several reasons why somebody would want to kill the investigator.
Other than, I don't know, was... Okay, well then what was he investigating? Anything big at the time?
Oh.
Do you know?
Nothing at the time.
Okay,
Least
so...
I'm aware of, but I don't think it was intentional. All I know is the 4th person that was supposed to be in the Margrave's carriage didn't end up showing up.
Who?
The assistant.
The assistant to...
The professor from the college.
Huh.
They needed somebody else to pilot the 4th, or to at least command the 4th golem. I believe that's where the investigator was chosen.
Where did... Have you... Where is that assistant now?
I believe he is still at the college. At campus.
Alright.
Seems he had fallen ill with something the morning
That's-
of the parade.
Peculiar, but alright.
Yes, I thought it was odd as well.
Sure, we'll figure out what's up with that. How much, by the way, did we get paid for this again? I have terrible memory.
How much in total?
Yeah.
5,000 gold.
Huh. Just a couple bottles of that wine. Wonderful. How long do you think it's going to take to have that cart ready?
Should be ready by morning.
833 each, with 33 extra left over.
I guess depending on
That depends
how
if we
you want
get
it
the money
stylized.
made it even to the... Gotta get it to ourselves first.
Yeah, if we live long enough to see that gold.
Cool. Yeah, so...
How did you want the card decorated?
Oh. Probably plain. I feel like drawing attention to it is a bad idea.
If you insist.
Yeah. I don't think doing anything fancy to it is good, especially if ever we take it out of the city. I feel like it looking different than others will just be not great.
That sounds like paranoia. But I understand. We'll keep it plain.
Yeah, a lot of reasons to be paranoid these days.
Cough with the assassins, cough!
Assassins, fucking ex-dead friends. The fucking everyone. Ah, jeez, it's just shit fest. So about those offers of employment, since we
Yes.
survived.
You did, thankfully.
It honestly was much easier than I thought it was gonna be. I will never tell Sforik, but he did a good job.
That's good.
Do you want to, like, have all of us get together and come by, or how do you want to do that? To, discuss and such.
Well, I imagine it's. I mean, I could offer you all positions and show up together. It's entirely up to you, and whether you're staying in the city or not.
Yeah, that was the other question. Was also like, do these jobs involve us staying here all the time?
Not always.
How often is not always?
It just depends on how much freedom you want with your new position.
Huh. Well, I'll talk it out, I guess, with the group and come by. Where do I even find you anymore? Do I just come here first? Do I go to your estate first? Should I, like, send a pigeon?
I mean, I'm mostly here. They at least have me doing some things that need to be done around here in absence of a real Margrave for the time being.
When do you become the real Margrave?
Well, it's
Wasn't that the plan?
still not a. Still up for debate whether I will actually become the Margrave, as it's not official, but it should be within the next few days. If it's.
Has this
I would
city ever
imagine.
had a half-orc for a Margrave before?
Not that I can think of.
Moving on up in the world.
I guess you could consider it that way.
Well, unless you have anything you need to talk to me about, I should probably get back to Nomad, who I left outside before he starts getting weird ideas.
Isn't he like in the doorway?
No, he's at the stairs.
He still can hear probably like everything.
Maybe. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Feel free to return in the morning with some horses.
Sounds good, buddy.
Please don't do that.
I have no
Like-
idea what you're talking about, friend.
Winston's like, this level of affection is weird. Stop it.
Chap. Mate. Buddy old pal. Okay, I'm leaving now, bye.
Yeah, before you're formally escorted out.
He just sits there looking at you very weird. Just like, okay, bye, you weirdo.
You're weird first.
Keep that in mind.
I'm sure you will. Must get last word.
And you exit the room and find Nomad standing there.
Oh my
Alright, let's
God.
go.
Your guys' vows are gonna take forever.
He just looks at you, and then as you're walking down the stairs, just says, "You have an interesting way of showing affection."
Why do just mind your own business, Nomad? Eavesdropping is very rude.
Very loud. Plus,
Yeah,
you left
well,
the door open.
That is besides the point. Just like fold your ears or something. I don't know.
That's not how that works.
I tried to distract myself with the card game, but I just
You
couldn't.
just played cards by yourself?
You don't?
No, that's weird.
There are. We don't have time to discuss this. Let's go.
I mean, we have plenty of time to discuss this. We have like a 40-minute walk back to the.
He explains to you the general explanation for the game of solitaire.
The game
seems
he
so
invented
boring.
several years ago.
Why would you just play cards by yourself when there's so many better things you could be doing by yourself? That sounded really dirty. I'm
Giggity.
sorry.
I feel like your free time is spent more punching people.
Not always. It also is spent drinking.
Doesn't that usually lead to punching people?
No.
Why are you so defensive?
Yes.
As Solania, plenty of times we've gotten, we've gone drinking and no one's been punched. So
Threw
Didn't
candy
you
at each
also
other
go
last
drinking
time.
and cause severe damage by means of explosion?
that was an. How do you even know about that? You weren't even. What?
You're very loud.
I know I'm very loud. You're very. Elf.
I was waiting for it, and I was not disappointed.
Yes.
Omer just turns into Aaron Hansen when she's angry.
I guess my elven features are a little more.
Right? There's no problem being loud, right? More people were loud. The world would probably just be better. Quiet people are weird. Like people who play cards by themselves.
I could have interjected in your conversation with that. I felt you made you feel more comfortable.
Probably. I was very nervous. I always get. It's just weird.
Noted. I will try to interrupt often.
Okay, well, don't interrupt me. At least, like, interject at an appropriate time. Because if you interrupt me, then I'm gonna be mad.
I will interject more consistently.
Okay, well, don't overdo it, because then that's gonna annoy me.
Consistently, not overdoing. I will contribute to your conversation like a.
Well, if you're gonna contribute like this, it's not normal. It's just
I will do my best to stabilize the situation.
You know, I think I liked it better when you were just playing cards by yourself. I take it all back.
I'm thoroughly confused. Do you want me to help you in your conversation? Though
There's only
cards.
specific conversations that I need help with, Nomad. Not all of them. Most of the time, I'm fine.
because you handled that quite well.
Is that sarcasm?
It might have been. You're not really sure.
No, this isn't me asking. This is Omri straight up going, is that sarcasm?
Oh. Vaguely.
I thought I did fine, alright? I feel like I got all my points across, figured all the stuff I needed to figure out.
It was fine until the ending.
Why was the... Okay, yeah, no, the ending probably could have used some work, you're right. But I got the last word. So, I win.
And that matters to you, why?
Because it matters.
Does it?
Do you not argue with people, Nomad? Have you never had arguments before?
I tend to find talking as a civil companion tends to work well.
Yeah, but, like, you must argue with people sometimes. It has to happen. You can't be civil all the time.
Not all the time.
You can't have so full arguments.
And so, when you argue with people, isn't it, like, enjoyable when you're arguing with somebody and you get the last word in? Doesn't that just, like, warm your heart and bring joy to your soul?
That didn't sound like an argument to me.
I just mean... Well, for me, it doesn't have to only be an argument. For most people, it's just when they argue. But for me, it's just in like every single conversation. I enjoy having the last word, especially when people are more like authoritarian than I am, or like think they are, or just positions of power. I enjoy it when I have the last word.
So you're a sociopath.
Well, fuck no, man.
Like how he's just like, so you're a sociopath.
Uh,
I mean, he's not wrong.
Aha! I figured out how to fix my Discord quickly now.
I like to think that was Omri coming to a realization about herself.
But what I was gonna say before
No,
my
not
Discord
on
didn't
your
let me
Discord.
speak, it was going to be, wow, Nomad, this must be why you don't have many friends.
Most
Jesus.
of my friends are dead.
Oh. Oh. Again
You
with
call
the
them
puppy training.
sociopaths too?
I didn't realize we were supposed to be friends.
Well, we're not anymore.
I can just hear it.
Generally under the assumption you never considered us friends.
God, it's like Spork all over again.
It's
You
like
know-
Fork, except more cryptic.
So many people just like think I don't want to be their friend, or I don't want them as my friend, or I don't think of them as my friend. Just because I kind of like have a bit of an off-putting attitude doesn't mean I don't think people are my friends.
But you know nothing about me.
Is
And that
Nomad
means we
her
can't be friends?
therapist? Should Nomad be
Generally-
charging for this walk?
From a friend's point of view, they tend to learn things about them. For example, I know you have 2 companions that have recently passed away.
I learned that most of your companions have passed away
Do you know how many? Or how long ago?
a long time ago.
Actually, no, they're not yet born.
Oh.
What is with him in this time thing?
That's just, I don't even know how to unwrap that at all.
I bet you
Nice.
don't even know my real name.
No, because you've never told us. Whenever we've asked you what your name is, you've said Nomad, so
You've never asked.
I didn't think I needed to say, hey Nomad, what's your real name? Because you told me your name was Nomad. Normally you don't have to double up on that question.
I find it's better to ask people things when they're more comfortable with you than as a generalization of a group. If I say to a group of people, my name is Nomad, most of them will take that as face value.
Do you want me to ask you what your real name is?
Well, no, it's forced now.
So I'm not allowed to know what your real name is. Even though I want to know, because I consider you vaguely, I guess, a friend. So I should ask you what your real name is, because it seems to be bothering you that I don't know what your name is.
I can't think of a person alive today that knows my real name. Other than myself, of course.
And you want to keep it that way?
He does genuinely look confused. Because he has to think about it.
This is just very strange. I don't know why you would bring up, like, hey, we can't be friends because you don't know my real name, but then when I say I want to know your real name, you say no. Because then who's keeping who from being friends, huh? Fuck you, Bug.
I like to think that was in character too.
It very well could have been.
You make a valid argument.
that's it? I make a valiant argument, but you're not gonna, you're still not gonna tell me your name.
You didn't ask.
Starts rubbing her temples, and she's like, honestly, I don't know who's worse, you or Svork.
I tend to think I'm more complicated.
You say that, but have you ever seen Svork when he pulls out his stupid little notebook? Like, anyways, besides the point.
What's wrong with his notebook?
We're not getting into that right now because that's just a whole other level of.
No, there's a level of context I want to know.
It
Why
irks me.
Why does Svork turn from an okay guy to a bad guy with a notebook?
Because it's like
Is
his
there
notebook.
like a picture of Winston on the front?
What? No. Why would there be a picture of Winston on his notebook?
I maybe for Sabbath. I don't know.
What? No, it's just like because he would like when we first met. Basically, he evaluated us in his stupid little notebook. So every time he pulls out his notebook, I feel like I'm being judged.
Why was he evaluating you?
You know what? That's an excellent question. I never really quite figured it out in total honesty. He probably told me. I probably tuned it out, to be honest. But, like, still.
Were you
It's just-
doing a favor for him?
No, apparently he considers himself my employer, and that also just really gets.
Did you do a job for him? Did he pay you to do something?
Technically, he didn't pay me, so no.
Did the people that also employ him hire you to do something for them?
Those people, technically, I guess since I can never run away from it, employ me too, so it's really confusing. Honestly, I'd rather not talk about it.
So, by order of hierarchy, you were doing a job for somebody technically employing you through the use of some.
No matter, I really don't want to talk about it.
No, it would make sense that he was employing you.
If you keep talking about it, we're just not going to be talking anymore.
Okay, I'll talk to Svork about it.
Omri stops talking to Nomad for the rest of the walk.
He does quicken his pace.
Omri does not.
I'm just picturing like back at the safe house, we're just having one of those like weird, like deep conversations that you sort of have between friends. It's like, why the fuck does everything have to like actually blow up, sort of thing?
Omri actually takes like a long way. Like, I don't know if Nomad does anything about it, but if he's going faster in the direction of the safe house, she's just gonna kind of like take really a twisty, turny, scenic route back, taking her dear sweet time.
He's not walking like ahead of you, but he's definitely like quickened his pace, and then he notices you're not, and he slows down.
Still
He's
takes the scenic
staying
route.
with you, yeah. He's not trying to get ahead of you. He would easily be able to do that if he wanted
That's
to.
why I was like, Jesus, what do you do? Just like, woo! Fucking like fly off.
Yeah, you're guessing, and you've been able to tell this for quite a while, but do you?
What?
I mean, he is natural walking. He is faster than you.
Oh, okay.
He took levels in monk.
Still takes the scenic route.
Yeah. So he's able to keep with you very easily, but he very temporarily got ahead of himself before realizing, oh, she's not walking with me. I need to slow down.
Okay.
And eventually, all of you make it back. Svork would be the last one back to the safe house, but
Go back.
Hey.
Oh, how'd it go?
The whole Winston affair go.
Fine. We got our money. It's back at the Margrave's Keep or whatever. We'll have a cart in the morning.
Oh, great.
Oh,
That's good.
we find anything out about the people after us?
No, they didn't have any information. The investigator's dead, so there's a new investigator, and all I found out about the R Boom Boom, anyways, is that the assistant to the whatever girl, the teacher, magic-y person,
I
she
believe he said professor.
that one. Thanks, Pointy. Yeah, her assistant was like sick or something the day of the parade, so didn't make it, which is very odd. And then some explosion, the R explosion got too out of hand, or something made that explosion bigger, which made the other car blow up, which had the investigator and his whoever with him, pals, buddies, whatever. So
Yes, his friends. You might want to look into that.
So there's also a new investigator. Is
His name
he
is William.
same or different William than the one we know?
different. At least from what I can
Okay.
tell. It's a halfling apparently, so unless William's like changing the way he looks permanently.
Wait, he can
Okay.
do that?
I mean, I don't know. Can he?
Cal, do you know any halflings named William? Just asking, in case he happens to be working for an interesting individual.
You
Not-
just assume that they know each other.
Not
That's
that I
kinda
can
racist.
remember.
All
You
right.
racist bastard. Oh, don't worry, Mike. I was going there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you happen to get like a place of origin, aside from the fact that, he was picked up off the street?
Just William with the credentials to become the city's new investigator. That's all I got.
It seems very coincidental that they just happen
Well, I
to
mean-
have somebody in the city.
I mean, there's probably plenty in this people in this city qualified to be the investigator. It's not exactly.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, he was lying about that.
You didn't think to mention that sooner, really?
You didn't ask.
What do you mean? No,
Armory just goes and like sits down on something and just like stares at like nothing, and it's just like, I'm not talking anymore.
I would imagine Omri was a little caught up in her reunion. She didn't pick up on the delicate way that he said that they had found him on the street. My
Omri
guess is that
glares.
he belongs to some organization within the town.
that doesn't fill me with a vote of confidence in our favor. I'm gonna be entirely honest here.
It sounds like it's more
Yeah.
beneficial for you.
Mm-hmm.
I also did pick up that I'm guessing his name isn't actually William.
Also doesn't fill me with confidence in our favor. Gary sort of says, handing the ale to Omri. I have a feeling
You
you're gonna
might
need
want to
that.
consider buying her a nice bottle of wine.
Omri just like looks at Nomad with just a look of like, bitch, I'ma end you.
Ahmed, will you be staying with us tonight? Or just for a bit?
I imagine if I stay tonight, Omri will have me dead by.
I mean, I can.
Wow, you're a mind reader now.
I can help prevent that. It's just
You know it's not good to kill people in the place that we sleep. We've gone
Do it
over this.
outside.
it's
Yes,
also
the second half of "Don't shit where you eat, don't kill where you sleep."
it's also good to have him around in case, someone somehow finds this place and, attempts to stab us all in our sleep.
If you'd like Nomad, you're welcome to stay. Ami will stay nice. And looks at her.
Omri just gets up with the ale, goes into the very far corner of the room, as far as she can put herself from Nomad, and just drinks. and drinks.
That's
and
quite
keeps-
all right. I actually have a different plan for what I will be accomplishing this evening.
Care to elaborate on said plan?
I do not, and he teleports away.
I try to have a decent conversation with him, and he just does that. It's just rude.
It's Nomad.
It's like you try to get the guy to open up, and then he just stonewalls you.
Yes, Omri does snort in the corner. Exactly like that.
Okay, well, Ami, Spork, you guys are back. We're talking it'd probably be a good idea that once we get paid, probably go Amon.
That's
Everything.
far.
Yeah.
Don't we have to go back to Terse before we go out there to see Afariel?
Why?
He asked us to
When?
when he sent Zachariah. Zachariah told us that Afariel wanted us to go back and see him.
It was during that time where he slaughtered like 50 people in a bar that were trying to like kill us.
I think it was before that.
Why do I not remember any of this?
It
Maybe
might
Maybe you
be
were sleeping in
within
the
that
middle
time.
of the day. But anyways, it did
That's
happen.
possible. All right. Was it?
Yeah.
Did he want us to, or did he suggest that we do it?
How is that any
May
different?
have been
Basically, he said
both.
Afariel wanted yes.
It may have been both. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
mean, I do have a reason to talk to Afariel now, but
And what reason's that?
just the clasp has noticed Zachariah's activities in the cities and are looking for a partnership with him.
Mm.
Of course they are.
Oh, great.
Drinks heavily.
Theron, any thoughts? Or are you still over there, face down near a table, head down on the table, not drinking or eating?
Like Cal said, the closer we get to Whitestone, yeah, that
Yes.
the more danger at least he's in.
We don't have to. We discussed this before. We don't have to go into Turst, or like we can go around Turst.
Oh, yes, but we don't know the exact specifics on what all this Nero individual knows about all of us.
Considering apparently it's been very easy to get information on some of us.
Well, we're not exactly subtle to the naked eye.
We do kind of stick out, I'm gonna be honest.
About this, we were talking about earlier, seeing about a message of Faro through the Ravens, seeing about how important the talk was. Why don't we just send him a letter instead, asking for a different meeting place?
Does Afariel ever leave his fun circle?
Oh, that's a great thing to ask. I
Kyle,
hope
do
so.
you Kyle, do you see any crows up there?
Not through the roof.
I'm just curious if maybe something had, found its way in, seeing as how anybody can get in here.
On the rafters, are there any crows, Josh?
Nope. Omri, you actually don't remember seeing any crows in the city.
Like at all while we were walking?
None, other than the random few that would fly, through the sky.
But not like the hordes we had been seeing.
Yeah, seems to be a very diminished presence.
Well, from what I can tell, Zachariah might not even be here anymore. Or if he is, he's laying very low. Anyways, yeah. So we can go get our cart in the morning with our money.
It's a good plan. I mean, I can provide a horse if we need one.
We can go to the estate and get horses, Winston said. And the cart's ours. Same with the horses.
Alright. Hopefully they don't dock our pay for that.
No. It's part of our payment.
Well, before we leave the city, I would like to spend the money that we acquired doing this job over the last few weeks.
Yeah. There's also the discussion of employment with Winston if ever anybody wants it. We can discuss, terms and whatnot with him, such as like how much time we actually spend in the city and all that kind of stuff. So we can do that tomorrow. So think about it if
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Potentially work for a guy who could, stab us in the kidneys and leave us in a ditch.
I suppose anyone else the rest of us selling.
I'll start setting the place up for an extended stay.
Sforik is going to leave.
you beat me to it. I was about to say the same thing. God damn it.
You have that awkward moment where we're both about to leave, where it's just like, oh, excuse me, okay.
Oh god, like wait, you use the little door. Big door.
It's one door, it just opens in the bottom.
Well, exactly.
Oh, it's one of those like bisected doors that you
Exactly.
can just like.
Like, where are you going?
Shopping. Where are you going?
Walking.
Shopping.
Are
Have
you
fun
going-
with that.
You're going shopping at like this time?
I mean, what time is it?
It's the middle of the day, Alfred. Not very subtle.
Yeah, exactly.
With what money?
Well, you just told us that we're about to be
Well, yeah,
gaining a large amount of money.
tomorrow. So
Yeah.
what money are you shopping with today?
The money we get tomorrow. I'm going to see if the item that we need is present. If not, then I can at least, I don't know, maybe order it?
Just don't expect to give a one of those down payments.
I don't exactly have anything to do a down payment with. All of my money keeps on going to resurrecting dead cats.
On that note, Armory's just like, I paid you back, and leaves.
And then it's that awkward walking in the same direction, but we already like don't want to talk to each other. So like one of us just like walks slightly faster than the other one.
I think we know. And the worst part is, I think you have faster speed than I do, don't you?
But you have a longer stride.
If I double
Yeah,
dash.
yeah. If he's
Oh.
running,
Yeah. Otherwise, you are faster than me.
Oh. Well, then I technically walk faster than you unless you start fucking running.
All right, so, seeing as how we just did Sword Shop,
What's that?
you're going to adhere to. Why is my Discord fucking up? You're going to check on
Yeah.
the status of magic items.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. You go to a nice, quaint shop known as Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Yeah.
You more glorious goods.
And you enter the medium-sized one-story shop.
Yes.
I believe it is an elf inside.
It was an elf. I remember this because I took a note down.
Yes,
he was a
it
sassy
is an
elf.
elf.
Yes.
And he welcomes you in and says, welcome.
Thank you.
What can I assist you with today?
I am looking for a specific magical item. One that protects the user from poison.
I see. Well, let me check my stock. Is this the only thing you're after today?
It is.
I am trying to remember what the item is called.
Periapt of proof against poison.
That's what I was getting. I was like, necklace? No, that's not right.
This
Periapt.
delicate silver chain has a brilliant cut black gem pendant. While you wear it, poison has no effect on you. You are immune to the poison condition and have immunity to poison damage.
Yes.
It is a rare magical item.
Yes, I do believe I have one of those available on hand.
Great. How much would you like for it?
Well, no, I can tell you the price that the store has it for, but I would like to hear what you are willing to pay for it.
Okay. 3,000 gold.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
You guys ready for this?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I am ready for all that money to go sinking down the drain.
oh boy.
Bam!
Nope.
It's better than I thought it was gonna be. I was waiting for that 0 in a red box.
You were expecting
Wow.
a roll.
The only reason I have a better persuasion than that is because I have it as a background feature. Yeah. Oof. Low charisma.
Well, 3,000 is within the typical expected value of the item. However, we here at least expect 3,500 for it.
Okay. Now, would you be willing to hold that for me until tomorrow morning?
Yeah, don't we? Yeah, that's a good question, Joe.
Yes, I can hold it for you. We'll just leave a note with my other associates. What you would like on file for this?
Put it under Stoneheart.
Stoneheart. Recognizable. I can do that.
And what was your name?
My name is Galimvar.
Galimvar. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Glad I could assist you today.
And with that, I leave.
All right. You do take note, he is not the same elf from last time.
I wasn't sure, but I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to be that guy.
He was a lot friendlier. All right, and with that out of the way, we'll cut to Armory.
Hey,
Where are you walking to?
to the estate. Not the keep, the estate.
Okay. You go to the estate.
Who's on guard?
2 elves.
Shit. Alright.
Shit. I leave.
One at the
Like,
tiefling.
yeah.
Hey, I'm just here to pick up some stuff.
Stuff.
Yep.
You left stuff here?
Do you need me to tell you what I left here?
Are you here for the wine?
That's part of the reason, but not the whole reason.
What else are you here for?
Alright, I'm not here to pick anything up. I was planning on just, like, crashing here.
You know Winston's not here, correct?
Yes.
And the last time you were left to roam around the estate.
I'm not going
on
to
your
break
own.
into anything or steal anything.
Make a persuasion check.
She's not lying, though!
I know. That's why it's not deception.
No. No.
Yeah, it's more to see if they believe you.
I think it's best we do not get in trouble this time and not allow you out onto the premises unsupervised.
Alright, then. Supervise away.
Well, we are standing watch over the gate. And seeing as Jeeves isn't here to oversee your every need, I guess is a way of putting it, I think it's best you do not enter.
Guys. Please. Oh, the P word. I won't even touch the wine. Nothing. Just gonna stare at me.
Yeah. They kind of give each other like side glances, but
When did you guys get so unfun?
What happened to you, man? You used to be cool. No, I wasn't.
The last time that we helped you when you were unsupervised, we got in trouble for. We prefer not to do that again.
I literally just told you I'm not gonna do anything. I'll literally just like sit on the floor.
You can sit out here.
It's not comfortable out here. Can you just like let me in the gate and I'll just like lay on the grass?
There's grass out here.
Yes.
And they
it's
point to
outside
the
fence.
grass lining the wall.
I'd like to be on that side of the gate, so that I don't have to worry about somebody mugging me in my sleep.
You don't really have to. We're here.
Yeah, that's still. Yeah, no, I'd still rather be over there.
If it makes you feel better, once the mid of night hits, the two tieflings will be standing guard.
Omri takes like 3 steps to the side, turns, and then just like sits. A couple steps away from them, just on the ground, and just sits.
Okay.
And waits.
Okay. Anything else any of the rest of you doing today?
Nah, there's just... He's gonna chance it, go to church, and do his usual thing. He's not really gonna do much.
Sure.
I'm going to make sure that Theron is good and just chill for, I don't know.
I left him emotional
Safe.
support, Bacon.
Give me my damn bacon.
It makes everything better.
Not everything.
So do you know Theron's actually a vegan? No, he would have died in the Dwarven Hold if that was the case.
You guys have said. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't eat meat. You're about to eat my fist. Finally, fuck me. God damn it.
You've made a mistake. You've given me the food that my food eats.
Right. It's pretty much how I just picture all dwarves. Even dwarves. Theron is clearly thinking about things.
Got a lot on his mind.
If
Yeah.
you'd like, you could come with me.
Nah.
Okay, good. I find that the church is a very good way of writing one's center.
Yeah, well. I don't really have much in the way of who I follow here necessarily. Sure, I could find something somewhere, but no.
In other words,
As you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
go ahead. Go ahead,
Oh,
Josh.
I want you guys to finish RP before I interject.
I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. I was just saying, like, I was just gonna say, they don't have your kind of church here.
Not really. Yellowhammer is more of a dwarvish god than anything else.
All right, I'll just be on my way then. Leaving. What's next? I take a crossbow bolt to the neck.
No.
You take two.
You take 6. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on, let me roll, and just the sound of just like a whole dice tray of d20s.
You hear Garrett say, "God damn it, not again."
Man, what did you say? I said fired again, but I said it pirate-like. So you go to the temple, and you get a few glances as you enter in. And
It's a sword, isn't it?
you begin your prayers. And a few minutes later, somebody taps you on the shoulder.
Yes.
You find one of the priests there. I shouldn't say priests. One of the clerics, who is wearing full gear, full plate armor,
Mm-hmm.
just adorned in Stormlord regalia, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Excuse me, I couldn't happen to notice." Actually, I think looking at a different topic. You do bear one of the gifts of the Stormlord.
Oh, the sword. Interesting story about that. I'm assuming that caught your eye.
It caught all of our eyes. We noticed it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Any particular thing you'd like to know about it? Hold
I
on.
will pay you a large sum of gold for it.
For the sword.
Yes. I'm on a quest to gather all the pieces. I don't have any yet, but this is the first one I've seen.
I don't think I can part with it, I'm gonna be honest.
How much can I pay you so that you'll part ways with it?
You see, I won this in fair combat, and it sort of has... I don't think I can part with it. I'm sorry.
Then I must win it in combat!
Damn it, you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, these are followers of the Storm we're talking about here.
Who's also... This is like a follower of the Stormlord telling another follower of the Stormlord to part with a religious symbol.
Yep.
Yeah, of the deity.
Well, it's not really a symbol. It is more of a... He recognized it as an artifact.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really any religious way to it. Anybody can use it. You don't have to be a follower. So it's not sacred to him in the fact that it's a religious piece. He fully intends to use it.
Yeah, and Garrus fully intends to use it, and he is not gonna part with it. He's gonna be like, sorry, I'm not gonna take any money for it.
All right. Understood.
I don't like how calm that was.
I'm just gonna check. Is he okay? Is he like? Do I believe that he's at all okay with this situation?
Make an insight check.
Out of character, I fully agree that this guy is like probably gonna murder me later for this.
Oh, definitely.
Wow, that was...
Seems wholesome.
Yeah, he's gonna meet you in the back alley with the sledgehammer.
He begins walking away before he turns. Says, by chance, can I ask you where you acquired such an item? At least, me and my friends have been looking for it for a few years and have never been able to find it. We knew it was in the city, we just didn't know where.
I'm Not gonna lie, I was not given very many details. Just my party stumbled into some combat, and I found this piece, and I'd say it was almost as if it was sent by the gods.
Well, surely you must at least remember where your combat was.
I'm sorry, I don't really. Took a few too many blows to the head, if you know what I mean.
Make a deception check.
This won't go badly at all.
Yeah.
He gives a nod and says,
Mhm.
"Okay, well, if you can think of it, we'll be around. Any information would be useful."
Mhm. I'll keep that in mind. I just go back to my prayers,
Absolutely.
asking
Be
for the
safe.
usual, you know. So, Lord, give me strength, sort of, give me the strength to find to find the killer, that sort of thing. The usual thing that they've heard me pray for.
Yep. All right. Anything else from anybody?
Cal just stays in the rafters.
Okay. And you all, actually, are you staying in the temple for the evening, Garrus?
I'll come after a while. He'll come back to the safe house to sleep in the safety of a very heavily trapped safe house.
Okay. As you exit the temple, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh, great!
I
Called
told
it.
you it's gonna happen.
6.
Oh, he's gonna meet you in the back alley with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Is
Well,
it?
it's another one of
Question.
Nestor's characters down.
I got another one.
So, you begin walking back, and you hear a voice behind you. He says, "Wait up! Wait up!"
He's just like, okay, all right, just. Oh wait, sword's at his side, so he's just hand on it. He's also got his. He's basically always ready for a fight, as a gladiator should be, and just looks over his shoulder to see what the hell's happening.
Sure. You see the same guy from before. Seems to be running to catch up to you. And he says, I just wanted to double check with you again, just to make sure you didn't have any information you thought of, at least during your time at the temple."
I am sorry. While I'm in prayer, I only focus on one thing.
Oh, no, that's totally understandable. I'm the same way. That's why, I wanted to make sure I caught up to you, just to be sure that there wasn't any a price we could negotiate.
Again, I'm not selling it.
Okay, that's totally understandable.
Now, please, this is starting to be very creepy. Can you leave me be?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. We could definitely do that.
Wouldn't want this to end unceremoniously for either of us. I say, in a very, very subtle, threatening way,
Sure, make
telling
an
him to back the fuck off.
No, of course not. We wouldn't want anybody to get in a situation like this. And then you feel 3 sharp pains as you are hit by 3 arrows
Mm-hmm.
that seem
Again.
to kind of come from the sides.
All right.
And you take
Fucking bitch. That's right.
And now you get why I decided to pump 2 cure wounds into myself.
you take 37 points of piercing damage.
Fuck.
Says
I
the guy
am-
who left before he healed.
Mm-hmm.
That would
58
have put me
minus-
unconscious.
37. All right.
Although
I
I
am
would-
still alive.
That would leave
I
Cal at
rolled-
1.
I rolled
And-
damn close to max damage on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Garrus is still alive and very angry now.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have knocked me out probably on the first hit.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm giving you one last warning. Back the fuck off before I end you.
He
says with a
reaches
smile.
down and grabs 2 shields and puts them out in front of him.
Oh. This is how this is gonna go. Oh, great.
Yep.
He's
Roll initiative.
grabbing the shield, pulling out the sword, rolling initiative, because I'm gonna end this motherfucker.
And his 3 friends
That we that Garrus is aware of it.
that you don't know that are there quite yet where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can see them now. They've
Mm-hmm.
been
They
revealed
revealed
once
them.
they shot. Yeah.
Yeah, revealed their position. Well, at least you rolled pretty high.
For the sake of this, you're back on the grass map,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna use Omri's token as the other one.
Okay.
Oh.
To be fair.
Ah!
Yeah. It turns out, yeah.
I, not me.
Okay. So you would be here, and he would be right here.
Alright. Could you use Theron as an example?
And put his initiative back up. Since it wound up on the other map.
Oh yeah, good call.
You're surrounded by Omris.
Oh god, there's so many.
Turns out this is actually Theron using disguise self.
Mhm.
There are only 2 others, but they are all...
Yeah. Alright.
And you are first.
Okay. Let me just check something real quick. I'll just make sure that they're... Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna do a good old channel divinity.
Okay.
Do my good conquering presence. They need to succeed a DC wisdom, a wisdom save of 14 or higher.
What's the effect on that?
They become frightened for 1 minute.
All right, they are immune.
They are
Huh.
immune to frightened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
That's
Okay.
concerning.
Okay. So that's my channel divinity spent then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you use it, and they just kind of stare right through it.
Alright. I'm assuming Theron will be the stand-in for this, so...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I totally fucking blanked on that. Hang on.
I was worried. I was like, "Isn't that Theron's token? Have I been
Here we
getting it
go.
wrong this whole time?"
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep,
it turned out I'm actually playing the Earth Genasi, and he's been fearful the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Totally blanked on that. My bad.
Yeah, if it was me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this weapon isn't a holy relic of the Allhammer. We just killed a man for no reason. Oh, well.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to one of our archer friends over here and smack him.
Well, that was your action to use your channel
Yeah.
divinity.
Yeah.
So,
That case, bonus
and
action
he is on a
divine.
roof.
Oh, he's on a roof.
He is 15 feet off the ground.
Okay.
They're not high. They're not high, tall buildings, but
In that
buildings.
case, get up to him. Bonus
Okay.
action, divine favor.
Oh, sure. Okay.
This guy is gonna have a rough day about it if I can maintain concentration on that.
Sure.
And you know,
Or if you
don't-
can maintain your life.
yeah, maintain consciousness.
On his
Mhm.
turn, he uses his bonus action to do the same thing.
Oh, another conquest paladin.
Not a
No,
paladin.
you might just be using divine favor.
Ah,
And
shields.
he takes both of his shields and slams them together. I need you to make a con save.
Okay,
Oh yeah, you said he was a cleric.
16.
All right. You hear a loud thunder boom
Mm-hmm.
that, strangely enough, seems confined to your space. And you are pushed 25 feet back.
Mm-hmm.
You take no damage.
Okay.
Damn.
And then the two archers shoot at you.
It's almost as if Josh wants to kill me. Repeatedly.
How would I do that?
Oh, you
Somewhere Spork is
savage.
just like, that's weird, I don't see any clouds, and keeps walking.
Only two of those hit this time, as they did not have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Just double checking your AC. Yep.
19.
So yeah, two of those hit.
For
so
exactly
you
21
take-
damage.
Actually, no, 23 damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's almost as if he wants to kill me repeatedly.
All right.
And I go
Alright.
unconscious.
Is
Guess we know what the next arc is.
the
Yep.
end of combat, and
I'm
you don't
still-
have to roll death saves.
I'm dead?
You didn't want to kill you, you just wanted the sword.
Go ahead and roll 1d4 for me.
Right. I'm gonna lose the sword and I'm gonna be...
All right. You wake up 3 hours later.
Mhm.
You are leaning against a wall in an alley. The only thing gone is the sword.
And considering I'm attuned to it, that's kind of weird.
Not anymore, you're not.
Yeah.
Say it's been 3 hours, so
Garrus is like, fuck, motherfucker! Garrus is thoroughly pissed. And is probably just gonna... go back to the temple.
Oh,
all right. It's not that far away, so it's easy enough to just take a couple minutes to walk back.
Mhm.
that's convenient.
Just gonna do some more deep prayer so he can find the strength to end the motherfuckers who took the sword from him,
Sure.
and to find his own, and to find his sister's killer.
We're just adding to Garrus's long list of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You'll also tell the clerics if you find somebody wielding a sword that shoots light, that, you know, has lightning attached to it, please let me know, because I would greatly like that back.
The others in the temple give you a nod and They'll let you know.
If you do, please have it either brought to my possession or see that the man who stole it from me finds justice.
His third would kick the shit out of it.
One of the priests in the temple says, yeah, if we do find him and are able to acquire this item, where can we find you to give it back to you?
I will be staying at the what was it? Three-legged stool?
Sure.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
The one that got blown up? Sure.
I mean, it's still intact. The stables
Yeah.
are
For the
gone.
most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
Also, he may or may not be a cleric of your order who just robbed me.
Robbed you?
Oh, I was leaving your, says your cleric of said Stormlord decided to relinquish an item that I had won in fair combat forcibly without my consent, therefore being a robbery.
We don't have clerics here.
If you find a cleric of the Stormlord in the city who robbed another follower of said god, wielding a sword that has lightning attached to it, please let me know. Or remove it from his possession immediately.
I can do that. Well, we'll have somebody do that. I'm not a fighter, nor am I one for taking things from other people. We will see
Mhm.
justice done if we can.
And if possible, make sure that he loses all will to fight entirely and that his spirit is thus broken severely.
Takers.
That sounds like you have vengeance on your mind, friend.
Oh no, just conquest. Good day.
We will seek the Stormlord's guidance in handling it.
Mm-hmm. You have a pleasant evening, and I leave.
Have fun storming the castle.
Garrus just goes back to the safe house, badly beaten, pride wounded, very angry.
It's not the only thing wounded Mr. One Hit Point.
Yeah, don't want to trip and spill your wine.
Mhm.
That was that. I believe that was everything for the evening, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah!
Okay. So you guys take your rest. We made it through a day, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Yeah. Hey.
um, during the night, Omri, if you wake up at all, he would notice that Tethrin and...
She was planning on not sleeping, essentially.
Oh, just sitting there. Okay.
Waiting.
Yeah. So you wait, and at around midnight, from what you can expect, the guards do switch. The two tieflings come out, Tethrin and Ballista. and the two elves go inside, and they just kind of glance at you. It's like,
Like, what the heck you doing here? Are you two gonna let me in?
no.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Wow. You guys all suck lately.
We're under order.
From who?
About the only person that gives us orders. We were told we can let you in, but you need supervisors.
Can't even let me just like in the gate on that grass, pointing to the gated grass.
What's wrong with that grass?
It's not gated grass.
Still grass.
Yeah, but I like that grass.
You just like it because it's Winston's.
No, I like it because it has a gate around it.
We can set you up with a small fence.
Whatever. Don't let me get mugged. And Omri will sleep there.
Okay. You do so. And you wake up in the morning, not mugged.
Unmugged.
Everyone in the safe house wakes up and finds 2 bottles of wine sitting on a desk. On a table, I should say.
Well, that's it's nice of them to do. However, I prefer
Guys are gonna
something.
question the bottles of wine that just appeared in the safe house.
Yeah.
How did
yeah,
they
See a
get
note.
in?
Who got in the safe house?
Yeah, well, there's a note.
Seriously, that's
apparently.
a question we have to ask. How did they get in?
I use Mage Hand to take the note.
All right. Take the note, and you look at it, and it says, "For Omri."
Doesn't answer my question.
I can make a few assumptions.
No, you can't.
I'm going to have Cog smell the wine to see if it's poisoned.
Okay. May. Mm,
He
Make
just
it.
knows. He has poison sense.
oh shit, that's right. Okay. Not poisoned.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, should I prepare to detect poison? Well, I was about doing it. I'll give it. And just
Yeah. Looking at it though, at least from your experience for it, this is super fucking fancy wine.
All right. Still doesn't answer the question of how the fuck they got in.
Also true.
Like, I understand Nomad, Zachariah, because they can, like, use
Okay.
magic. But the last time I checked,
Don't we have that huntress lady?
Didn't we
Who
have
can just-
security on this
Yeah.
building?
yes, there are a lot of traps on this building. That's why I'm surprised they didn't set any of them off.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the door is dead bolted. There's, like, I
Mhm.
made sure there's no way to pick the lock, because I can't even do it.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Cog can't do it either. It's super cat proof.
So, just letting you guys know ahead of time, there might be a guy walking around the city with a sword that also electrocutes people.
You're
You
saying
the one who kicked the shit out of you?
Yeah, that one. If you see him, we are thoroughly gonna beat his ass.
Look, man, how you spend your free time is up to you, but I don't swing that way.
No, I mean stab him, kick him, punch him, do all the various things that involve hurting an individual until they can no longer forcibly live.
Maybe this all has helped you realize that it's probably never a good idea to leave here by yourself.
I was going to a church.
And
to
how did that work
mourn.
for you?
I go somewhere to grieve, and this is what I get.
If I
Because you
look
went
out,
alone.
I am sorry that I like to grieve in peace, where I don't have to worry about a certain half-orc judging me.
She's not here either.
I can feel the judgment when I walk in this room.
Welcome to the party.
Then go into one of the other rooms. It's not just one big room.
if I look out the little peak hole or whatever it was, do I see anyone just kind of like that either? Fuck, I don't got my words. Never mind.
You don't see anybody.
Anyway, you see him, stab him, make sure his kidneys do not see the light of day. I don't care what you do, so long as he does not continue to live.
I just kind of.
You think that if he was able to beat the shit out of you, that one of us would stand a chance? Like maybe Omri, but like the rest of us, nah.
Mm-hmm. Well, whatever happens next time I see him, I will make sure that he thoroughly stops living.
Good luck with that.
Just gonna walk into the other room. The usual complaining and being like, fuck, I can't even grieve in peace in this whole fucking place.
Okay.
Oh, that video.
Joe, you showed me the damn video.
Oh, you think I remembered something from last week?
True. Fair enough. So, Omri, you're the only one not there. You wake up unharmed.
Well. See ya. Gets up and leaves.
Okay. You notice they just
Oh.
give each other a weird look.
She stops, turns around, walks back. She's like, oh. Now I'm actually here for something.
Yes, but you don't have an escort.
I need to go get horses. I was literally sent here to get horses this morning. That actually is a job I was given. Like, I'm not fucking with you. This is what I was told to do today, was this morning. Come get horses.
Alright. Fair enough. We'll get you an escort.
Ugh.
And a couple minutes go by. And then they open the gate and say, okay.
Who's escorting me?
You know, we don't know his name.
Is the guard saying that?
Yeah.
Who's who? Oh, we're just like looking around. Like, does she see anyone? No.
Nope.
She's like, oh, it's one of those.
You're being escorted by an unseen servant?
Yes. Why didn't you guys just get one of these things to look at me yesterday? Like, why? These things are around here all the time, aren't they?
Well, most of the time, but not always.
And yesterday they happened to all be busy?
Yes.
Bullshit. She walks off.
And I'm guessing you go to the stables?
Yes. I'm gonna
Okay.
fucking
You go to the stables?
not get myself in more shit here. Assholes.
You go inside and you find several horses. Actually, there are 10 horses in here.
Whoa! Marie goes and pets every single one.
Okay.
It's very important.
Yep.
How many?
Make a dexterity save. No.
God damn. Only need, what, 2?
You were told you could take 2.
2. Alright. I pick the 2 who seem to like me the most.
Make an animal handling check.
The first time I get to use the button! Ah!
6.
Okay. I'd have to, that's a natural 1 for me if I get a 6, so that'd be really
6.
depressing. 21, get fricked, Joe!
Alright.
That's what I would have got.
You pick the 2 that seem to like you the most.
And then I take these horses, obviously with the bridles and stuff I need, so that I'm not just like walking
Right.
2 horses on leashes. And
You
head
get all of the required accessories.
to the Margrave's Keepy thingy majigger place, home building.
Sure.
That place.
You go there.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, at the halls of justice.
at the safe house, the hell is Omri? We were supposed to go pick up the money this morning.
Yep.
Probably went to do it herself, knowing her.
Ugh, let's just go without her. So the rest of us are leaving too.
Okay. Are you
Not all
taking
of
the
us.
wine?
Fine.
Okay.
Stay here
So,
by yourself.
Yeah, everybody but Cal.
Alright.
Cal ain't going nowhere. Cal is
Alright.
not going to be seen in public.
So Cal's staying behind. Everyone else is going?
Oh, do you want anything or need anything while we're out?
No, I'm alright.
Okay. Yeah, we're going.
All right. Are you taking the wine or are you leaving the wine?
I'll take the wine.
Okay.
And then a fireball goes off.
Nope. This isn't Fireball whiskey. Are you guys going to the estate or the keep?
Did she ever actually tell us which one?
Knowing her, I don't think she did.
I'm assuming the keep, so I'm going to go to the keep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys get there at actually we're about the same time. Just because of how long it would take her to walk there from the estate.
Dragging 2 horses.
Yep.
Omri! Someone left you wine.
You see Garrus holding two fancy looking bottles of wine.
Was muted.
Mm-hmm.
Omri says, "What do you mean? How did anyone even get in the safe house?"
That's a great question.
We don't know. We just kind of woke up and they were there with a note saying
Mm-hmm.
for Omri.
Huh.
They're not poisoned, if that helps.
Thanks.
Didn't say who it was from, so.
Yeah.
Highly doubt it was Zachariah. I don't see why it would be Nomad. I don't know. Can Jeeves walk through walls? I don't know. Anyways.
Just take the
Yeah,
wine.
maybe Jeeves is a visible servant.
Ooh. Thanks.
That's bad, and you should feel bad.
Thanks.
Takes the bottles of wine,
It
puts
should.
them in her
it's not
bag.
going to.
Got the horses for the cart. Let's go. And we tra-la-la our way inside.
Okay.
Do I get stopped at that stupid inner gate again?
Nope.
Oh, thank
They
God.
let you in. It is the actually this would be a third different guy.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the other guy.
No.
You know, I was
No.
gonna be like,
Yeah, no, this is a completely different guy. He nods at all of you and lets you inside. Just kind of says, "Well, we've been expecting you."
let in big half orc with
Heart
horses.
is around the side in the small storage space.
Thanks. Is Winston here?
Yes, he's here with a guest. Stairs.
Who's the guest?
Not sure.
Why do I get the feeling that he's probably gonna want to speak to us?
I don't know. Let's just go bring the horses. I can't exactly bring the horses into the keep, so I'll bring these over to the, storage area with the cart, and then set them up, and then we can go inside.
Sure.
Or, we could have asked one of the guards if they would kindly take care of that for us.
We are guards, not servants.
So that we could?
After what happened to our last cart, I would rather do it myself.
Understandable. It was a rather gruesome sight, too.
You guys can just wait here if you want. We'll be right back.
And you go and you put the horses with the cart.
And then come back to the group.
Yep. You do see that there is a chest on the back of the cart. Carriage, technically. That has a padlock on it.
Alrighty.
Very inconspicuous looking carriage. The only thing that seems to stand out is the very shiny, ornate chest on the back.
Couldn't have made the chest plain, god damn it.
You didn't ask it. To be fair, he didn't ask you. He just told you there's a chest full of gold.
Yeah,
That's
no.
now to get a cover for it.
Yeah. Anyways, go back to the group.
A couple minutes later, Armor comes back.
Alright. Ready? In we go.
Yep.
All right.
Let's get this over with.
You go inside and find Jeeves standing at the door.
Hello again.
Hello.
Whew.
I see we've all arrived safely this morning. And he turns to Garrus. A little worse for wear than the others?
It's a long story. It involves getting robbed in a city where you thought everyone was okay with you freaking going to church.
Which is the safe haven. Anywhere outside is not.
Also, at mention of this, Omri actually like looks at Garrett and is like, "Oh, yeah, what happened to you?"
Let me put it this way. You think a cleric of a god you would follow would leave you alone after you say no repeatedly to
Did you lose
relinquish
your
an...
weapon?
Yeah.
Yes. I tried to tell him to go.
Seriously? After all we went through to get to that,
Exactly.
you went and just lost it?
I go to grieve in peace. I would like to be left alone in peace. I tell people to back the fuck off and no.
You thought bringing
I
a
take
weapon
two-
of your god to your god's temple wouldn't bring on some kind of like jealousy?
The fact is they don't even have clerics.
Huh.
Sounds like you've suffered from a case of the wandering cleric.
Jesus.
Right this way for Winston. Jeeves walks off.
Hey Jeeves, who's the guest?
He keeps walking.
Jeeves? Butler Jeeves. 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 Who's the guest?
Omri, we're about to find out. Just wait.
Yeah, well, I just want to know who it is before I enter the room.
It doesn't matter.
Kind of
Yeah, it
matters.
really doesn't.
And he leads you up a floor to a large study chamber. There is no door leading into it. It's literally just an open archway. And you see Winston sitting on a in a more large chair. It's more grand. And sitting on a couch next to him is Nomad.
Huh.
Omri just glares at Nomad.
You know, man.
That is not how I
Hello.
expected.
Hey,
Nice to see everybody woke up this morning safely. And Karis, what happened to you?
Oh God, please don't
Cleric.
ask.
cleric. You know the sword? Cleric stole it.
The
Gonna
one we worked
kick
hard.
his ass when I see him. Yes, that one.
Okay, noted.
I'm gonna kick his ass and take it back the moment I see him.
Your one short is Gal hiding in the rafters still.
You guys didn't bring Cal?
Yep. He didn't want to come.
He felt safer at the safe house.
Alright, well.
Each their own, I guess.
Just gonna make sure that the door's shut. By the way.
There's no door.
Yeah, there's an open archway into this study chamber. This is one of the few rooms that doesn't have a door.
Cast wall of stone.
Guys have 5th level spells? What?
What?
And Winston speaks up and says, I'm sure you found the horses okay and got them all set up with the carriage. I'm assuming that's why you're here. Part of the reason, at least.
Yes.
Perfect. Your friend here was just telling me about a group of thugs he had run into in the evening. Managed to persuade them into giving up the wine they had taken. So he was only able to recover four of the 6 bottles, though. they had already drank the other two. So at least something positive came of it. So now we can actually send out the remaining back to where they were originally intended to go.
Good job, Satan. I'm assuming he's talking about Nomad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say that to Nomad. Just good job.
Thank you. Glad to help out at least a little bit. Anyways, I will leave you all to your meeting. I have other things I need to take care of before I leave. And with that, he gets up and leaves.
I just kind of waves and says bye as he goes.
Wow, we actually used the door this time.
Yeah, he walks out, giving Solania a slight nod and a bow. Winston says, "Please sit down. There's room for everybody. If I was preparing an extra spot for Cal,
Cog sits in Cal's seat.
Omri stands.
I am important. Cog has earned his seat. And so is Cal. But in Cal stand.
Start by saying good job with everything that's gone down in the past few days, weeks. You held it together. Good.
Thank you.
As part of my thanks to you all, we've decided that, I shouldn't say we, I've decided that give you compensation for your assistance in the form of a new carriage. By Omri's request, we've made it as inconspicuous as possible. As well as, well, apart from the chest on the back of it that we couldn't really do much about it, so we'll provide you with a cover for it.
Good.
2 horses from my estate have also been provided to pull the carriage. They are well trained, but they listen to me mostly. I shouldn't have a problem with you, though. In terms of material payment, or what you can actually use, the chest contains 5,000 gold.
It's good.
That
And
is a good starting point.
So that's some good. That's adequate compensation for the work that we put in.
I thought that was a fair price for you, as well as the numerous portion that I paid out of pocket for this to happen. The lock on the back of it can only be opened by this key, and he takes out a very small key and gives it to Spork.
I put it away.
Do we have any questions on the matter at all while we are safe inside?
I don't believe so.
What do you mean by safe inside?
Well, people tend to listen on the streets. Everybody in here I trust.
More or less. Makes sense.
Were you planning on walking us out?
No. You're free to leave whenever you want.
Okay.
I just figure while we're all sitting here, I can answer questions you may have.
I do believe there was there were some questions about the whole employment from you, from what I believe.
Yes, I do have some tasks in mind, some roles that I believe will fit everybody's specialties that I could have use for in the city, as I am replacing some people that are no longer useful. I do need.
Seems. Pardon my what's sort of looking for position here, but it seems like a very might I say political move for you. Have a bunch of people that you trust and know that you can rely on, fill key roles that you want replaced.
Seeing as I am a political figurehead and what I do is politics, that would make the most sense for me. I find them better to replace important roles with people I trust versus people I don't trust.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, I do need a few spots at least to start. It seems that one of the old, uh, more technologically advanced forges in the city has recently lost its owner. Uh, I'm not sure of the cause, uh, but the previous gentleman that ran it was named Redrix, and it does need to be relit and working again. I also need somebody that is willing to provide more intricate defenses for certain portions of the city to prevent people from wandering into them, as well as working directly with a team of well-talented gnomes in designing a better system for a network of arenas versus one here and there. I would also need somebody that is more willing to lead the city's researchers out in the field and providing defenses for them, gathering needed herbs and other materials to protect from the ravagers out in the plains, as they seem to be a growing presence. They don't often wander close to the city, but we've been noticing their presence more. Any help in healing wounded people, whether it's guards or soldiers or townsfolk that are sick, always nice to have on hand. And of course, if you have any specific roles you think would be more suited for you as an individual, we can see if we can work something out for you. If none of those sound appealing.
Well, I can't speak for my associates, but if I was to accept a job on this scale, I would need you to understand that it would be temporary. As I don't plan to spend my whole life in this city, I have other aspirations in mind. But temporary for a gnome could be a long time, so you won't have to worry about me leaving in like a week.
Of course.
I should also speak for our party member who is not here, as he is quite terrified of the public life ever since the recent debacle. And he would
Yeah.
probably want some kind of assurance of security, as well as maybe preventative measures to make sure it didn't happen again.
There was the rather explosive situation we had ourselves caught in.
Of course, I do have some people looking into the situation at the moment, trying to figure out what happened. Of course, you've already been informed, I'm assuming, of William, the new investigator.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I should probably speak with William about what I've already found myself.
That would be useful. You can find him. I'm sure he's down at the location already today, taking a look.
I'll put it on the list.
And as for the rest of you,
It's a very tempting offer, I might say. Any particular people you had in mind? Or are you only looking to recruit key individuals here?
well, seeing as you all had a hand in the events that have led us to this situation, it's more of finding roles that are best fit for you. Of course, I don't want to exclude anybody.
Yeah, I do agree with Svark, though, that any position that I do accept will be temporary, given certain circumstances change in the future.
Absolutely. I am fully acknowledging that you can hold these jobs for, if you choose to, one event or several. It is entirely up to you. A lot of these jobs themselves are only temporary.
Just anyone else?
Of helping everyone is tempting with healing, but a journey, I guess I could say, elsewhere is over yet.
Whatever the group decides.
Just curious, Winston. What was that about the arenas?
Well, we need somebody to go through and make sure the machines that are operating the arena properly, and if possible, get them synced together So that way they can all work as one unit instead of several separate units.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to decide today, or do we have time to think?
Well, you have time to think. It's not something I expect an answer for right away. Even if you decide that it's not something you want to undergo now, but perhaps in the future, that is also something that can happen. Chances are, too, if you do come back, there can be something else available that's more suited for an individual. And if not, we can create something. These are open positions for you all as a thank you for your assistance in previous endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we thank you for the offer, Winston, but it does seem like we will have to discuss this, think about it a bit before we give you our final answer.
Absolutely.
Well, if there wasn't anything else, then we should probably get going.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. You can find, if you haven't already, your carriage is in one of these storage spaces out to the side of the building, ready to go. The cover for the chest is inside the carriage.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Anytime.
Winston.
Thank you. As you all get ready to leave, he says, Armory, why don't you stay for a few minutes?
Sure.
Yeah, we need to get the cart ready anyway.
Yeah.
That Aubrey already did before they came in. Oh, I guess you guys can go put the cover on the
Yeah.
on the chest. I'm sure that'll take up much time.
Yep, we're gonna spend 15 minutes putting a cover on a chest.
Gotta make sure it's
Mhm.
perfectly covered up.
Thank you, Joe.
Damn it. Fucking bird.
I leave.
Hello.
Yep. Following.
All right. Please.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Lemon smash.
All right. You guys get the cart ready. I'm just gonna
Taking your
bypass
dear sweet time.
that.
Yeah, we do that thing where like each person just kind of like moves it a little bit. And it's like, oh, yep, it takes 4 people to do this.
You're each. It's like when you're putting on a fucking fitted sheet on like a bed. That's exactly what I'm picturing right now.
you guys pull one cover out and it's decorated like a chest, and you're like, wait.
What else
So-
would the decoration be? It's like a less fancy chest. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, just put it over the top. Yeah, that looks more suitable.
Yeah.
Less robbable.
Less robbable.
Pull the next one off, and it's just Winston's face.
That is a very accurate artist rendering. How did he do this?
And
Are we sure this isn't just a painting of him that he shoved in here?
Something to remember him by.
Yeah.
a undisclosed amount of time later, Everyone's ready to go. Omri comes downstairs. And you all take the cart back to the safe house.
What happened in those few minutes?
I think they have a general idea.
Wait, what happened?
Everyone has a general idea except Omri. And that's the confusing part.
Maybe that
Flip a
wine
coin,
was
see what
poisoned.
happens.
That is, wow, that's Jesus.
I actually had things to say, but I got glossed over. Fine. It's okay,
Sorry.
Josh.
Okay.
It's okay. No, it's
No,
fine.
we'll
No.
go back. We'll go
No,
back.
it's fine. No,
What did you
it's
want
okay.
to say? Oh,
No.
we're
No.
going back. We're still on it.
You hit the play button right in the middle of it. I was like, not far enough back.
You just hear punching for some reason.
Oh god.
Oh,
I would like everybody to know Josh told me nothing.
I didn't say anything about it. That's why I glossed over it.
Well, I mean,
Which is why I was like, wait, what happened?
Yep.
Did I hear a whip crack? What the hell? The
we
question
know
is, who's holding the whip?
Lord.
Jeeves.
Oh god. Nope, we're done. It's done. Nope, can't go back now. It's just
There's
I
a
can't.
reason he's called a butler. All right, we'll go back. What did you want to say to him?
I literally can't anymore. It's just it will just seem so out of place now. So we're just
Nope,
going
we're
with
doing
what's happened.
Going
No,
back.
I can't.
Yep,
I literally
going back.
can't. It makes nope.
And you think the Kato stuff on Wednesday is uncomfortable?
No, that one doesn't. That's not even uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh god.
You're
But
welcome.
you don't like listening to like all four of us just going absolutely crazy? Oh. It's so fun.
All right, what do you want to say to Winston?
I literally can't anymore. It just my brain won't. It just doesn't no.
Fucking squirrel.
I literally can't stop thinking about this one time in high school when we were watching Schindler's List,
Oh, God.
and the teacher went to fast forward past the sex scene and got like the times wrong, and it
Oh,
just like we just got a full, just like right in front of us look at Liam Neeson's ass. It was just like, oh, fun.
Oh god.
I don't get it. Is Omri the squirrel?
Butler. Oh no.
Uh,
Oh god.
Go back to the
Alright,
safe house.
Yep. Omri just comes outside.
we're all just standing there awkwardly, just like, oh, hey, Omri, we weren't waiting or anything.
First off, friends. So I'm not even that subtle. I'm just sitting on the cart, like smiling at her, like, "Hey."
Let's go.
Oh, God.
Spork's just thinking to himself, just like, I distinctly remember there only being chairs in that room.
There's a
There's a
couch.
couple couches.
Oh, okay.
You think just because there's a couple chairs that's gonna no. That
There's an
causes
entire
problems.
Floor.
Yeah. There are floors, there are walls. It's fine.
I cast spider climb.
oh, whoa, oh, that's fun. That's not something you want to wake up to.
Oh god.
You wake up to that and just nope.
That's why Butler Jeeves is like, ah.
Yeah.
They're on the ceiling!
He actually doesn't even have to cast it. He just has socks of spider climbing.
Oh my god.
But
Oh,
he
he
keeps
leaves
them
his
on
socks
the
on?
entire
Oh, man.
He's one of those guys.
One of those. What
I
are
know
those?
Chris is in the background dying right now. Yep.
God.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys reconvene at the carriage and make your way back to the safe house.
In complete silence.
Yep.
Actually, we don't go to the safe house immediately.
Oh, you're going to the item shop.
Yeah.
Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Meanwhile, I'm just keeping a watchful eye out.
You should make a perception check. That's a pretty nice carriage.
I'd be surprised if they haven't left the city yet. They came to the city purely for that sword.
You do remember them saying that.
Yeah.
And you go to Gilmore's.
And I buy the thing.
What are we?
Alright.
What are we doing here?
Shopping.
For what?
Expedition resources.
How much do these expedition resources cost?
Well, for the first piece, it would be the $3,500 that I not dollars.
Dollars? Dollars? What is this new
3,500.
currency?
I know, right? Yeah. They started using paper with little faces on it. I don't know why. I think it's a mage thing. No. 3,500 gold for the initial piece, and then
30 for piece singular?
yeah,
Piece.
for the item that we need, and then I'm
What?
going to replicate it, which will take more money.
So, almost 4,000 gold for a singular
How much?
item.
So how much money do you need to replicate this item?
Well, that's a good question, as I would need to reverse engineer it first.
Okay.
So,
Hypothetically,
Well, usually it takes about half the item's worth, so it would be half of 3,500, which would be 1,750
per?
per item. Yes.
What? Did you not consider maybe telling us this before we, hit here?
I considered it. I didn't think it was necessary
Really? Why not?
because it's for the expedition.
There's also, other stuff that needs to also get paid.
Like what?
Like the room that we have been renting for I don't know how long now.
The room that's now non-existent?
I believe we mentioned the tavern was still in one piece.
But was
The
the
steals are
room
gone.
in one piece?
I mean, the
didn't get a
owner's still
look.
alive. I'm pretty sure he'll still want his money.
Yeah. There's also the fact of, I didn't get
Okay.
to see because,
I'm only
room-
taking 3,500 of it now. That's still 1,500 to pay any other debts you have.
we're gonna be here a while, I get the feeling.
Well, we
It's
did
fine.
just get offered
Whatever.
a good source of revenue, so it'd be a good idea to stay here for a while. I know some people have qualms about going elsewhere, which we can all talk about once we're all together.
Go buy your
Mhm.
stupid thing.
Just
Okay.
just take the gold.
I take the gold and drag it into the store.
You okay? Sure. Yeah. Best course of action.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of gold because I'm pretty sure it's all gold pieces. I don't think I heard Winston say anything about it being like in platinum or anything.
Oh yeah, no, it is all in gold.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Need help with that Sword?
I
Yeah,
would like
go ahead.
help. I don't need help, but I would like help. Yes, thank you.
I will help you move it.
All right.
All right.
I like to think we're not counting out 3,500 gold pieces on the street, so like, you
Oh
know,
yeah, you bring
bring
the
the
chest,
chest
inside
in.
and-
Keep in mind, that's like a 400-pound chest.
I can like
Yeah.
do 500 something. So.
Yeah, so it's easy enough for the three of you to do it.
Yeah. I mean,
the three of us with high
Yeah.
strength.
I like to think that Spark's just like holding it, pretending. Like I'm helping.
well, you know what? That's a good question. Let's see how much I can carry. That's how much I can carry. So multiply that by 2. I actually can't even drag the chest. It's just a little too heavy for me to drag.
Doesn't being a small creature also affect your carrying capacity?
I don't think
Or no?
so. I think
No.
it doesn't have it until you go tiny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure on that one. Okay.
You gotta roll /R first. There you go. You did the same thing I did.
Sorry, keyboard.
You can do an extra 60 pounds. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can drag it,
I can drag it.
or
I can
together you can both carry it.
Or I can just straight up lift the fucking thing.
Or,
You that strong?
Theron could just move it.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
yeah,
a powerful build.
you do have the powerful build, don't you? Nice.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's easy enough for you guys to get it inside.
Yep. And then just like painstakingly just like counting out 3,500 gold to the clerk.
1.
You actually don't
2,
have to. He just casts
3.
a spell, and several pieces of gold just start flying out of the chest before stacking themselves in 35 stacks of 100.
I would like to make a check to make sure he didn't pull some magic bullshit.
Sure, make a perception check.
Could I do Arcana?
Yeah, actually that would work too.
Good, I'm better at Arcana.
I would think everybody would be checking
Well-
that gold at this point.
Let's
Mhm.
do Arcana with your Wisdom stat.
Okay. That would be. So whatever I roll, -2.
Okay.
13.
All right. Seems it's done fair. Doesn't
All
try to
right.
pull anything over your eyes.
Sounds good then.
Before he hands you the item and scoops all the gold into a bag.
Perfect. I pocket the necklace into my bag.
All right, and you guys have 1,500 gold remaining.
That we know of.
That you know of. What's next on your list?
Now we go back to the safe house. Unless somebody else wanted to buy something.
Nope, that's about it.
Yeah, I don't know anything I need at the moment.
Then back to the safe house.
Okay. You make your way back to the safe house, pull the carriage inside, close the door up. You see Cal hanging out on the rafters. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky roll.
Dun 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 dun.
And with that silence, I think I will end the recording here.
Dun dun dun.